Good morning, everybody. Just thought I would do like just a spontaneous little live stream this morning. Kind of let everybody know what's going on, if that's even possible. Got 55 people. That's very good for just spontaneous. What's up, everybody? Stetson Mango Sticky Rice. I like that name. Mohammed Wang. Okay, I love you too. Chocolate Man James. Good to see you. Good morning, Izzy, Jeff. Time to get going. Mike, stuck in Florida. Mike, Mark. Yes, very unpredictable, James. Keisha, good to see you. I just got finished talking to Keisha on the chat. Keisha's going back to America for a couple weeks. I told her stay away from the crazies. What's up, Daz? Jan, good morning. Hey, what's happening? My cousin's in the house. You guys make sure you check out the Dad Life channel. Hope everybody's good. NKP73, it is 9:26 in the morning. Drizzle travel to Thailand and Cambodia. That's very interesting. Alton. Hello, everybody. Anyway, not a lot happening. I was going to do a podcast tomorrow, but we decided that, actually, the ladies decided, yes, tomorrow was going to be a perfect time for me to take them on a trip. So I'm just going to take them somewhere on a weekend. I don't remember the name of the town. It's between here and Ubon, and it's on the river. And they've got a really cool walking street market. Actually, the night walking street market's been closed for several months, and they're just going to hopefully start it back up tomorrow. So on Saturday, actually, I think today's Friday, so it'll start today. So can I get my mic a little closer? How is that? I just got this headset. Is that better? Give me a thumbs up. Anyway, not a whole lot going on. I promised I would take the ladies on a big trip. We're going to do 5 days down. They want to go to the ocean. I thought about taking them to Amplewa, but they decided after seeing all the videos of us being on the islands that they wanted to go also. So we're probably going to end up taking them to Rayong or Jantaburi. I'm not really sure. Whatever they want to do is okay with me. But it'll just be a little short 5 day. It'll be fun, and then I don't know what's happening after that. I think Songkran's going to be. It's not going to be a wash this year, but I don't think there's going to be any celebrations like it used to be. But like this will be like the third year of no water celebrations, but I don't know. It's back and forth. They thought about maybe ending all of this at the end of this month, and now I think it's postponed until June. I see it just going on and on and on and on and on. So I don't know what's going to happen, but they are loosening up a lot of restrictions, trying to get people to come in. As you can see, we'll see how that plays out for them. But we just traveled fairly easy throughout Thailand. We didn't really have any problems. We had 4 people with us that weren't vaccinated, and they were able to join us really without a whole lot of hassle. So luckily, none of that group was sick. So we don't know what the outcome of that would have been if they would have tested positive on that deal. But it's still pretty easy to travel. Through Thailand right now, and it's extremely quiet. And they got a lot of deals out there. If you're married to a Thai, they could get on the government program where they get 40% off vouchers to stay in hotels, and they also get food vouchers, $300 or 300 baht. I think it's 300 baht a day. I think they give you 150, and you got to spend 150, something like that. I don't know. But that's all that's going on. Lee, good to see you. Hello, everybody. I don't know if we are going to, I don't know what we're going to do when we go back to America, if we're going to make it to Florida this time. everything's kind of up in the air. I've got to deal with getting my mom back here to the States. So I've got quite a few things I'm going to have to do for her before we get back here. So I'm not 100% sure yet. Do I, J Media, good to see you. Do I like Thai tea? Of course. Dave is on. I thought, I didn't know that Gotta Love Thailand was on. Sorry, Dave. I thought you were going to come on early at 7:30. Yeah, so sorry about that. But you can multitask, put them up on a different computer or something. Anyway, just got back from Koh Samui. Easy traveling. Yeah, we were going to go to Koh Samui on our bike trip, so that's a little postponed. I think right now is probably a good time to be at Koh Samui without the massive amounts of tourists. Show us the Everglades. I have some videos of that in our travel trailer playlist actually in Florida. In Florida, what's the best area in? I'm gonna guess you were trying to say Gotchan for choice of restaurants. Um, I like the Kai Bat area. There's quite a few choices. I don't know what you like, but there's all kinds of types of food: Italian, Mexican. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There used to be a really good Indian restaurant, and they went back home almost 3 years ago. Hey, Carl, good to see you. Getting crowded in Bangkok, Keisha says that. I thought it was always crowded in Bangkok. Black Sheep, good to see you. It's like my family listening. You and Dave. All right, very cool. Adam Shaw says he's going to come visit later this year. I think a lot of people are waiting to see what's happening. I mean, nobody wants, to be honest, like if you're going to come holiday, you want to go somewhere where there's no stress. You want to kick off your shoes, you want to drink a beer, if you want to go smoke a cigarette on the beach, or you want to get away from your problems and you want to come chill. You know, those days aren't here yet. And I know a lot of the neighboring countries are starting to open, but I don't really know 100% what their restrictions are. I don't know, like Cambodia, if it's just everything is free to do what you want like it used to be. I'm not really sure. I imagine it probably still has some restrictions. Like here, a lot of places are still closed. There was a few cases popped up in our town in Nakhon Phanom, and they shut a lot of businesses down. Like they put everybody in freaking quarantine, and it's a little irritating, because I think that hasn't really worked in the last 3 years. You're just causing a lot of hardships, but they still don't really know how to manage that or what to do. But they put everybody in quarantine and closed the businesses down until the 15th, so for 2 weeks. Not all of the business, but the businesses that were affected by this little bubble that they had there, and of course, all the bars and all that, they get hit right away because anyway, a lot of places are closed. Beverly, good to see you. John, James, Gary, Paul, James, hey, can I come there and stay with you and Paige for 7 months? That's a big no. I can't. I can't even stay in my. I can't even stay here for 2 weeks. John, I'm coming to Thailand in May, looking to stay and retire there. I've been using your videos to research Thailand, so thank you very much. Very cool. We have a lot, so I'm sure it's very difficult. But I do share a lot of websites on a lot of those where you can do the research. I tell everybody if you're going to move to another country, you've got to do the research on your own specific needs and how you're going to, what type of visas and stuff like that. Gary, hopefully, is coming in November. Mohammed, have they got any good fishing charters out? And of course they do. Thailand's really big on fishing. A lot of fish out in the sea. There's even I haven't really done this yet, but there are resorts that have lakes, like a fishing resort, and you go out there and catch a couple 100 pound catfish. Maybe not that big. Well, I don't know. They're big. Hey, Robert, I saw you were enjoying yourself in San Antonio with Tommy. Tommy's a great guy. Big Skippy has that problem with the UK caused any. It hasn't caused any problems. Uh, I don't know. Not that I know of. Not here. Yeah, we all know about it, Big Skippy. It's all on the TV. It's everywhere. John, thank you very much. Yeah, we had a really good time in Go Chang and Go Ku. I was kind of leery about how that whole thing was going to play out with all with all the people, and we actually had a few more on the island that didn't join us. Klaus, good morning. But it all worked out. I mean, we didn't really have any problem. I had a couple of little injuries, but it was we had a good time. I'm looking forward to getting back to call it Chan. So I don't know what our next adventure is going to be. So, and I'm not 100% that we're going to be going back to America in April either. Things are all still up in the air, and if they bring back a lot of restrictions, I don't want to bring my mom here during that time, and I definitely don't want my friends to come, during that. So we may have to put it off for, whatever, a few weeks or a month or this and that. But I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Klaus is supposed to be coming this way here, back to Nakhon Phanom. Tommy in the house. Good to see you. Hey, Bruce. Good to see you. Bruce is in the house. How's the knee healing up? Snack pack. Hi, mate. Looking forward to see Thailand again. My wife and I haven't been back in over 3 years. Yeah, that's how long all this crap has been going on. Mick, I booked to travel for the end of June. We shouldn't worry a hell of a lot, I believe. Actually, you shouldn't you shouldn't worry about anything because in the last 3 years things have changed every 2 weeks. So it's not like it used to be, and you never know what's going to happen by June. I keep saying, oh, it's things will be better. They say, oh, by the end of March everything will be good, and now it's the end of June, and I think it's just going to keep going. So I don't know. Anyway, that's about it. That's not a whole lot. I think the gang wants to come up this way and maybe do a little trip up north. We'll have to figure a good time out for that. I think probably end up towards up into Chiang Rai area. I think the weather's pretty good up there right now. The burning season is pretty much over, I think. But we haven't been to Chiang Mai in a long time, and we have quite a few subscribers up in that area. But I don't know if we're going to bring the whole gang or not. I'm sure somebody will come with us. I'm not really sure, but we've done quite a few videos up in Chiang Khan area, which is it's close to Nong Khai. It's on the river, and they've got a beautiful old town, like a walking street, and it's a really cool place to be. I took the ladies there one time. They had a pretty good time. Mark, I want to meet up with you soon. Zekman, good day. Chuck, love watching your videos. You guys are an inspiration to all of us who want to retire early and enjoy life. I hope so. And it makes me feel good when I can help people or help businesses and help them realize what's important in their life and to stop procrastinating, and just do it. Catch Bay, good to see you. Catchbase says, I would love to meet you, but I don't want to drive that east. I will be in Thailand for about 2 months over the next 3 months. It would be nice to meet you somewhere else in Thailand. John, thanks for the videos. Chuck, it's been 2 years and 6 months since I was in Thailand. Man, I really hope things get back to normal, whatever that's going to be, soon, you know. I'm really surprised it drug out this long. I, at the very beginning, I said, there's no way that this could happen in Thailand. I was 100% certain that this would be blown over in about 3 months, you know. But boy, they proved me wrong big time. Sander, man, I always wanted to be a procrastinator, but I never got around to it. Ha ha. Satuk in Florida. What do you think about Got Samui, Chuck? David Dude asks. I think we went there when it was really slow, and it's a big island. I think it's the second largest island, and it seems like when it's busy, it'd be a little bit too much for me, like too many people. But I don't know. I still am drawn to Gotchan. We've been to quite a few islands. I like Kotli Bay. Kotli Bay is more of a tourist area, but it's very clean and organized in Kotli Bay. Yeah, I haven't been to all of them yet. Tommy says things are now really starting to open up in the USA. It seemed like, well, it seemed like Texas for sure was open, except in some of the areas like Austin, where you live, and San Antonio. Some things were still kind of closed up. But that's good to hear. John says, I feel sad sometimes that I can't believe in Thailand, but watching your channel on big screen helps. Thank you. Phil says, have Bruce tell you about the temple him and May looked at on their way home. You would like it. We probably have a video on it. Al Schneider. Hi, Chuck. Gotta ask, is soup for breakfast a Thai thing or a Chuck thing? I think it's just a Chuck thing. I mean, she's pretty busy every morning. She sells soup, I think, up until about 2 o'clock. But it's kind of a Vietnamese noodle soup, and they call it. I think it's Cao Biec Sen is what they call it here, but they call it something else. I can't remember the name of it right now. When you travel outside of this area, Goi Chap, it's called Goi Chap. But soup typically is something that I don't know. I mean, it's like Goi Tiao soup is a kind of a fast food lunch type thing. I don't know. I like the soup. I have many options. My mother-in-law cooks every morning, but I don't know why. Just I like the soup. Dad says everything open except in Austin. Austin's weird. Wesley, how are the Thai people dealing with lockdown, and how can people help financially? I mean, I know they can't work. I just made a video. It hasn't come out yet. We see all the doom and gloom, and it looks so bad. But somehow Thai people they're able to adapt and get through it, and they don't really need too many things. And a video I show coming up, that there is so much construction, like people building homes in this area. I mean, there are thousands in the Phnom, just on the main road. I could show you 100 new houses being built right now. So it seems like a lot of people are adjusting, and they're a lot of people are moving where it's more affordable. It looks like they're doing a lot more on their land, growing a lot more stuff other than just rice. And it seems like people are adapting here pretty easy. I think that's the biggest problem that I've heard from a lot of the people that I've talked to here in my community about their fear of COVID. It's not really the fear anymore. It's the fear of having, for one, it's a stigma and having to get locked down and be away from their family or their job or having everybody in their neighborhood locked down because they got COVID. So it's and it's the same with the mask thing too. Like people only put the mask on when they're going to go in front of people now. You know, it's weird. Mr. T, good to see you. Thai nomads in the house. We could ride down to Golden Bay Island next time. That would be a good trip, and that's actually a good idea. That's a pretty beautiful drive down that way too, and I love the food down south. Lynn, hi Chuck and Paige. Paige is actually downstairs. Love watching your video. Hope to meet you on the next vacation to Thailand. I don't know, Naga, where we're going to go quite. I'm taking the ladies. You guys will find out soon tomorrow on a little trip. And I don't know where the big trip is going to be next. It's possible it could be up north. Al, good to see you. Hi, Chuck. Good to see you live. Hope you enjoy the warm weather. Daz, are you still in the house? Do you feel like coming on live with me, Daz? I don't. I think everybody kind of misses you. I'll send you a link anyway, and you can decide. Hang on just a second. It'll be on your messenger. We'll see. Daz probably isn't dressed for the occasion. A lot of people here. 165 in here now. Ron John, good to see you. G Bo, when you are out eating with all your friends, do you pay for all of that, or do you pay individually? Um, I mean, when we were out with our friends, everybody just kind of paid like the people would do like couple. If you're a couple, then they would just figure it out. Actually, what they were doing is figuring out by room number. I think in a lot of places, what room you were in was the easiest way. But no, I would not everybody just paying for themselves. I think that's easier. Randy says actually rice soup is a regular thing for Actually, you're correct. Like a joke soup, or like a rice curry. You'll always find that at the breakfast table in all the hotels when you travel, along with a lot of other food. I don't think Dad's is interested. I see her in the chat, Daz, but I wanted to know if you wanted to come on the live stream. Let me scroll down here to the bottom. Uh, hey, Nikki, good to see you. Daz is probably trying to find a shirt. Easy in life, good to see you. ET, hello. Dowlow, hello, everybody. Yeah, Des. He doesn't want me to interview him. He knows I won't be nice to him. Thomas, I just got off the phone with my mom today. She's doing pretty good. She's Everything is fine with her. Your Mojo, thank you very much. It's not Daz. How about Chocolate Man in Thailand? There's an open invite on the page. And look who we got here, Mr. Daz. You found a shirt.
Yeah, I got a couple laying around.
Are you still in Texas?
Yep, still in Texas. Granddaughter's birthday is Sunday, so
Uh,
I'm here till next week.
how old is she
Big, the
now?
big, the big five.
Oh, wow. Before you'll know it, she'll be 15 and hating everybody, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's why I got to enjoy the smiles now. While I can get them before she turns a
Yeah.
teenager and gets an attitude.
I want to tell you, you really pissed me off the other day when you sent me that picture of Whataburger.
Oh, I was thinking, was it Whataburger or Buc-ee's?
Yeah, both of them. How long are you going to be in Texas?
Uh, I go back home on Wednesday, so another what 5 days, five
Yeah,
6 days here, whatever. I don't know. I lose track of days. You know how that is.
yeah. So, what about California? Is it okay? Is everything cool where you're at? Or?
Everything's been normal there forever.
Yeah,
That's the only time I have to put a damn mask on is when I'm traveling somewhere.
yeah. What
Whenever I
about
get on the
gas? How much
when I
is the
do,
gas price per gallon up there now?
it's pretty much stayed the same, which is totally outrageous. But it's like I don't know, 480, 490 a gallon. So
That's pretty good right there. How much is it in Texas?
like three and a quarter at the most.
Yeah.
So,
So,
but
any thoughts about Thailand at all? You just kind of
nah,
putting it out the back of your mind till the
yeah,
shit blows over.
I'm just waiting until they're done with the stupidness because I just don't like it. You know, everywhere you go there, it's in your face. It's in your
Yeah,
face. You know, you got to have the mask on. You got to get checked here before you can go in here. They got to do a test, you know, before you walk into the night market, and that just kills it
yeah,
for me. It's like, you know, how you enjoy yourself? You sit in a restaurant and like in Jomtien and in Pattaya and Chonburi, that the cops go around on the weekend in a big group of 20, like raiding bars, checking for papers and making sure that
yeah.
the you know, it's like, how is that enjoyable? You know, it's
It's
just,
crazy. Yeah.
it's like,
The,
not
the thing with
for me.
it's not a mask mandate, but it's still people look at you like, well, you feel like they're looking at you because you're not wearing a mask. But I'm
Yeah,
pretty much done with it. You know, if you go into a store, you know, you have to wear it inside the shopping centers. You know, but
yeah, that's not as
it's
bad.
I try so hard to not get annoyed by it because yeah, it's really kind of in your face. It's like, golly, man, I wish we could just
Yeah,
somehow let this thing go, you know, instead of dragging.
exactly.
I mean, from the very first time this started to happen, it's like we're just going to procrastinate. I mean, it's the inevitable is going to happen. We have to just kind of let this thing run, you know. But
Yeah,
whatever, up to them.
yeah. Because over there, I tried to be a good boy, and if I got to wear the mask, I got to wear the mask. But
Yeah,
here, I don't have to. And if somebody wants to look at me and say something to me, I said, get that out of my face. I don't have to be a good boy. I'm not a guest here.
I'm pretty sure you don't have that happen to you much, right?
Nah, not usually.
Start a vlog, you'll get it online for sure.
Yeah.
So did you bring your weapons with you
No,
to go
I flew
shooting?
it. It's a hassle if you're flying. I've never done
Yeah,
it. I know it's not as bad as it used to be,
yeah.
but since I flew, toys are at home.
Well, Mafia is wondering where her little Spanish
Yeah.
son-in-law is. You know, he's wondering where
Yeah.
the hell is he at.
And every time you show her cooking or a Sunday fun day, that's when I really miss Isan
Yeah,
and my Isan mom.
I think you could still have a good time here, Daz, because you stay here a
Oh,
long time. But you're not
yeah,
just coming on a short stint. So, but I
yeah,
get it. You know, it's up to you. If you don't have to, then don't do it. But
yeah,
honestly, we all kind of thought this was going to end at the end of this month, and then they're already juicing it up for June, and then it's just going to keep keep going. I could hear the wild parties every night across the river at Laos, and they're probably they turn the speakers over to Thailand and go,
Well,
But
they're doing the same thing over there. I follow a guy that lives in Laos. He's kind of like an
yeah,
Aussie version of you. He's married to a Lao
yeah,
lady, and
yeah.
it's the same thing over there. They got all the rules, but people are tired of it.
They've offered the border to open up, but Laos decided
Hey, Pook.
they didn't want to let them come in. I got Daz on live. Yeah.
When are you gonna be?
She says, "When you gonna be here?" He said he's never coming back.
Yeah.
When it's
I gotta
over.
come. I gotta come back up and put air in my bike tires. I'm sure they're flat by now.
Probably dry rotted off the rims, man. Al, I see you in the background. Give me just a minute. We have another guest coming in. Hang on just a second. There we go. Good
Hey,
morning,
Al.
Al.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Paige. Hey, Daz. Good to see you again. Been a long time since I've seen you in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I'm keeping a low profile here. Whenever Chuck's not in the States.
Yeah.
Do you guys know each other?
But just online.
Yeah, just online. I've seen him in your videos, and that's about it.
He's tried to send me nude pictures a couple times. I just delete those without opening them up.
Oh no! Tell the truth. You're just all over it.
Wow. Interesting.
That went sideways quick, didn't it, Chuck?
Oh, you could always count on Daz to do that. So.
What
else?
that filter.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I think that's why we get along. We can do that to each other too.
Yeah, there's not much of a filter.
No. The ladies want to go to Rayong. Maybe in a couple of weeks, take them down to Rayong. That's where I first met Daz.
You should bounce them across over to Gosamet. They
don't like to get on the boat. They have
that's right. Yeah, they'll freak out going on the boat because
I ruined it because I took them to Krabi one time and I got them on. We did some island hopping. I didn't ask them. I just booked the thing, the longtail boat. Put 9 of them in a boat. And we went island hopping. And I'm at the front, videoing like a little schoolgirl. And I turn around and I look at Mafia. And she's giving this big old, like, I am going to F you up look in my, and she's like 3 shades of blue. Okay, maybe this wasn't a good idea. So I ruined that. Like, she's not going to do that again. So
yeah. She only wants to get her feet in the sand and look at the water, and that's as close as they want to get.
Yeah, they just want to. I don't think they want to get their. Last time I took them to Rayong, she didn't even step in the sand. They just want to eat at a restaurant, looking at the water.
Looking at the water.
Thanks, Mitch.
Anyway, Dave is in the house. Dave, I'm sorry I interrupted your live stream. I didn't realize you were doing. I thought you were going to do that earlier. I didn't even check, to be honest with you. It just kind of popped in, and I posted a video today that accidentally came out at midnight. I don't know what happened. Usually I just kind of schedule my videos to come out, and it was supposed to come out at 6 like always, and came out. I got on there and looked this morning, and it had already been on for like 6 hours. Like, holy shit. No wonder
you must have did it at 9 o'clock. Oh, you're number 1, James.
Hey,
I got
James.
you.
How's it going, man?
James is number 1.
I was trying to get Chuck, and he put me on like at the worst moment.
Dude, I have to constantly, you guys have, Daz, you and James have got to meet, but I can't put you guys on the same video because I have to edit him out so many damn times. And with both of you together, it wouldn't even work,
I can't wait to hang out with Daz. We're going to have so much fun.
That's the Pookie.
Pook is up in the house. What's up, Pook?
She's in a bad mood today. Can you tell?
Again.
Yeah, she looks crabby like normal.
Yeah. I don't know how you deal with it, Chuck. I mean, It might be time to talk about the big D word. I'm just saying.
She can't hear me.
I know.
Dave, I'm sorry, so sorry to interrupt your live stream, bro. I hope you're almost finished by the time I come on.
I was.
Well, what I always say, that Chuck is a jerk. You know.
Yeah. He's always trying to screw me. Any chance he gets, he just does it. No,
Well,
it was fine.
anybody
I was
arguing?
over an hour, and we were talking about death and stuff. So it was time to it was time to move on. So,
Usually mine ends up talking about beer.
Beer at the end.
Yeah.
Well, you're on Santa's naughty list this year, Chuck.
yeah, I am.
Dave, I'm working on our video today, but of course I don't know when
Not
it's gonna
cool.
come out.
You know what? What I've got to start doing is on my thumbnails. Every time I've got to start it out with "No time to be sad," because when you visit Surin, that's one of my. It's over 1,000. That's a lot for me. It's over 1,000 on it. But I know that the wedding video, and the other one that you did got a lot of views too on your channel. So that was cool.
It did. Hopefully, it got you a lot of hopefully.
Yeah,
it
I
got
think
you a lot
so.
of exposure.
It's
you know?
going up. I don't know. I don't know what's normal. Like mine says, I've gotten like 50 subscribers in the last whatever it does, 28 days, and then like 13,000 views and a bunch of other stuff. But I don't know how that analytic crap works anyway. All I know is I get to give stuff to Thailand kids, so I'm happy. My wife's
I saw
happy.
that video. That was pretty awesome. That's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it is big time. Very good time. I liked
I
it.
see James is tearing up too, just thinking about it.
I'm proud of you, Dave. Proud of you, man.
So what's up with James this morning?
Not a damn thing, man. Trying to get this woman out of bed, cook me some breakfast. Oh wait, I'm live. Damn. Anyway, Fa's in the bedroom having a beauty sleep.
How's your shoulder this morning there, James? Fa was doing a pretty good job of beating on it the other day.
That's all good.
Is Fa able to even cook with those fingernails?
Fa can do everything except for open bottles, open cans, pick her nose.
Oh man, I bet you could get way up in there with that.
Eyeballs start bleeding.
Yeah, who needs a Q-tip for the PCR test? I got my fingernail.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
waiting
so
for her to
how's
do Mitch's again. I want to see. Mitch needs his nails done. Waiting
so
for that
how is
second video.
Pattaya? Is it kind of back to
Patty,
normal?
okay, look. This is I almost forgot to you. Now you reminded me. That's why I want to come in here so I can beat on Daz a little bit. Stop watching the damn media, Daz. It's not as bad. Like Patty and News and a couple of them other ones, they love to jump on those little raids and all that. It's nothing, bro. You'll never see it. Bring your ass back home and
I
let's
don't
have
watch
some
any of
fun.
the media, man. I don't watch. I don't watch the news.
Who's telling you about them raids then? Because that raid stuff is BS. They're not really.
I'll tell you what. If
going
you guys,
after us.
I talk to people.
Pattaya's dead. Pattaya's completely dead. Thailand's completely dead. You can't
100%.
travel. I don't
No.
know anybody that has even traveled, like let's say to
In the
Koh
last
Chang or
year.
anything, and spent 8 days and traveled all over Thailand. That doesn't happen. These people are doing this with green screen. James has a green screen. Chuck has a green screen. None of that shit happens. There's nothing
all
happening
CGI,
here in
man.
Thailand. Stay away. Stay home. Don't come here. It's just fine. The beaches are awesome without you.
Yeah.
So don't
Get some
come.
cleanup.
It's dead.
Get some
There's-
Kleenex, Dad. Your nose is bleeding.
There was too many Farang on Koh Chang for me to be going over there anyway. So.
Yeah, they had a bunch of 12, 15 of them that were. Would be a
there goes
nightmare
that
to anybody.
neighborhood.
We
I'm
were
never going there again.
traveling in a pack anyway, so it's easy to avoid us.
We
Like I
horrible.
said,
I
man,
felt
if you've
bad
got
for
a
everybody around us.
family and you've got it's me, my wife, and my 6 kids want to come here for a week vacation, maybe question yourself. If you're coming here to check it out to retire, get here tomorrow. If you can stay for a month, 2 months, 3 months, come tomorrow. Don't come the day after.
I just
You
had a
know, I
military
don't-
buddy who just left. He came here on a 3-week leave, leave of absence from work, and he had no problem getting in, no problem getting out. I mean, that was a big risk for him, in my opinion, because there's that 2 to 3% chance that he might pop positive. But yeah, it was
Right.
worth the risk to him to come over here from Bahrain and
It
hang
would
out.
have been
for
for
3
me
weeks.
too. I'm like I said, it's up to you.
That's on
If you
vacation.
know all the consequences, then it's your decision. But if you don't want to, I mean, all you got to do is watch James's from Pattaya, Is it like it was 2-3 years ago? No, but is it acceptable and have a good time? Sure, it is. You know, but if you don't want to, like I said, I don't know. Stay away from me because I don't like people. So
Yeah.
but
I used to be a people person, but then I met Chuck, and that just it ruined
blew
the
it
whole
out of the
thing.
water. I can see how that could happen.
To be honest, I think the Thai people are sick and tired of this just as much as everybody else. It's
think
like
so.
now they're just kind of going through the motions. And you can't put them at fault because a lot of them have to stay open, and they gotta have this stupid screen and a stupid mat. They got to do all these things because that's what their boss is telling them to do. But really, as soon as when you walk into a restaurant, they're like, trying to put their mat, like they're sick of it. They're not doing it. They're only doing it for show, and that's just as annoying as anything too.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
I think they're all pretty much tired of it. And as soon as the government says, okay, you don't have to do this, it's going to stop. And okay, done. We're done. It's
Well,
going to go right back.
I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess, and you guys can correct me because some of you have been here longer than me. I've only been here 3 years, but it seemed like maybe 10 or 15% of Thai people wore masks anyway, because of whether it's the smoke in Chiang Mai or whatever the situation is. But I think you're absolutely right. I think they're tired of it too. I know with me because of what happened with me and having that frickin' tube down my throat for 2 months and being in intensive care. Anything that restricts me whatsoever freaks me out. It isn't that I can't breathe. I can breathe fine. But any kind of restriction triggers something in this simple mind about not being able to breathe.
I made a couple of comments in my videos, and it apparently triggered a few people about the acceptance gear. But the thing they're not seeing obviously what I'm seeing. I mean, people they're only wearing it in social. When they're around people. Other than that, they take it off. So if you're going to mandate something, you have to wear a mask. Then wear the damn thing. Don't. Nobody eats in public. Everybody just eats in their own little hovel somewhere, and make it to where you do it 100% all the time. Don't just make it to when people are around you, and it's sociably acceptable to have a. If you're not wearing a mask, oh my God, this is stupid. The stupid thing. That's why.
Well, I didn't hear all of Daz's deal, but I heard the end of it, and I'm kind of the same way. I don't know why he's not coming or what his deal is, but I'm the same way as him. Hey, if they want me to wear a mask, and James and you, then I wear the mask. I live here. This is what these people want. Then that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be a total asshole, although I can be a little one most of the time. But I'm not going to do it because they get scared, man. Even when they look at that white face, they automatically, at least in my opinion, they could this guy just come from Bangkok, and is he positive? Does he have it?
Well, they're just thinking, "Damn, Santa's an asshole. He ain't wearing a mask."
They all know that.
I guess Mitch bailed for a minute.
Mitch bailed.
On the flip side of the coin, I was down at a mall today, and myself and like the majority of the people still were, but there was like 5-6 people, I guess, walking around not wearing masks, and nobody said nothing about it.
Well, it seems like in some. This is my. I don't know how was it on Koh Chang and on Koh Koot. Was everybody wearing masks? There you go, Mitch.
I'm in a social gathering. I just got to do it.
Yeah, he's less than he's less than 6 feet from me, I think. So James has got to put one on. Now I'm safe. I don't need one.
The funniest thing is on the news. Like if you watch the news, like these people are somewhere they're by themselves and they got to wear the freaking. There's nobody around them. Like. Come on.
Crap.
There, that's perfect, James. You got it down now. But
That might be an
I
improvement,
kind of
I
like
think.
wearing masks. It really makes me feel comfortable.
What was it? What was it like in Koh Chang?
Just for
Now, I
dads.
know that you guys there was a bunch of signs that you can't go past this sign without a mask. Were the people on the streets walking around with masks, or some of them no, or what was it like in Koh Koot and Koh Chang?
It's just that's what has to be done for them to stay open. You know,
Yeah, exactly, Sanderman.
They have to
That's
do
what
with
we're
it.
doing.
They had to do that, you know. And,
Well, because I'm going there on the 2nd to the 9th. Of course, I'm letting all the trolls know. But anyway, I'm going to go to Kochang on the 2nd and the 9th with the whole family. 2 daughters, mother-in-law, father-in-law, and we're going to that Serenity. So it ought to be fun. But they didn't, I don't know, we went there last year. They weren't too particular. You know, there isn't that many people in that particular
everything
complex.
changes in
Yeah, I know.
2-week intervals.
That's
so
Thailand.
Things are gonna change on the 15th or the 14th or whatever. So who knows?
Well, you can't travel, though. You guys are proof of that. It's impossible
we were
to travel.
maskless more than we wore masks. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
We just put them on, you know, to walk into an establishment or something. And then
I
5
did
seconds
notice.
later,
I
so you
did
can
notice
eat and drink.
the one thing that I did notice was Joe was wearing a mask when he was in the water. I found that
He's just
interesting.
being a smart ass.
Yeah, I
That's-
think it was
I had-
Mexican people.
I had so many people. Why is Joe wearing a face mask? Why is Joe wearing a shirt?
Yeah, he did it
Why
on
is Joe
purpose.
wearing socks? Like,
Yeah.
he should have just wore pink sock. I said he did wear a pink mask. You know, you didn't notice that. I mean, he's just doing shit
Yeah.
to aggravate you.
Yeah.
You know? What
Yeah, I
difference does
found that if I wear a shirt, a black shirt in the water, I have the people have a less of a tendency to want to roll me back in the water. So when I keep the shirt on, I got no problem. They leave me alone. So I just wear the shirt.
beluga thing going on too. You're not alone, buddy.
You got that beluga? Roll them in the water. We'll save them. Get it on video. Yeah.
Where's his blowhole?
Whoa! Don't go
You
there.
don't want to know. Send the Thai lady over. She'll find it.
I can't wait to get you guys all together with.
Yeah.
Dave.
What's Daz? I'd like to
Yeah.
meet Daz. I've met everybody else here, but when are you? I didn't hear the first part. You probably already said all this crap.
He's
But when are
booking
you
it
planning
today.
on coming? Or
Just
are you?
whenever
today.
they drop some of the restrictions, it'll
No, he's
probably
booking
be
today.
sometime in the
Book.
next couple of months.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Now.
cabin fever.
Yeah, because
walk
right
on the
now,
beach again.
you know what I heard this morning? What was I watching? They said, can Chinese people, that was on Chuck's, right? Your video? Can Chinese people come to Thailand? And they said, yeah, but when they go back, they have to do a 28-day deal, and it costs between 100 and 200,000. I don't know. The only thing that I know of coming into Thailand is the test and go, right? One night in a hotel is the only restrictions that I know of, unless you guys know of more. I that's the only restriction I know. You come in, you test negative the first night, and you're off and gone, and then you do a
Talking
self-test
about the
5 days
comment
later.
I made about the Chinese tourist on the 28th.
Yeah,
day.
you when you were talking to that guy your buddy in the booth there, yeah, about
Well,
them, they have to do a 28-day
He does
queue.
he used to do tons of big, gigantic Chinese tour groups. His wife's Thai, but she speaks
Who's leaving food in there? You never eat.
Chinese. But he said that the Chinese can come now, but the problem is when they go back, they've got to do a 28-day quarantine that they have to pay for. So,
Yeah, I looked at my wife and I told her that. She goes, they got a lot of money.
She wants
Let them
food.
spend it. If they got a lot of money, let them come.
Okay,
Hello,
this
hello.
just turned into
Hello,
the
here you
Thaw
go. Say
live
hello.
stream.
Hi, everyone.
There you go.
Hello.
Hello, Fa.
she can't hear us.
So within the next couple of months, because I'm planning. In fact, I talked to her too, Chuck, just real quick, and then I'm going to get in touch with you, and maybe we'll come over and go on that little cruise thing when you get a chance, that dinner thing.
Roger Aker says, "I thought this was a live chat with your subscribers and not a chat with all your friends. We're just sharing information about Thailand, right?"
Well, all right. Who's
Yeah,
that?
there's
Roger?
Corvette Rudy. How you doing? What, who said we were? Who said you were leaving them out? Which one was it? What did I miss?
I just thought I was going to do, just a back and
Oh,
forth.
Roger
my
Aker.
comment section.
Roger doesn't like one of us at least.
Yeah, it's probably me. It's probably me. You want me to go off, Roger? Give me a big thumbs up.
Yeah. Just let us know which one of us you don't like, Roger. We'll bounce out just.
I don't like the guy that says
It's
don't come to
okay,
Thailand.
Roger. You can hang out. We're just picking.
No,
I don't know
we
what
want
helps.
Roger to
I'll tell
stay.
you.
I'll leave.
I can't even imagine with 200 people in the chat. When I get 30 or 40, I tell people to write question, and then they can ask all the questions they want. It catches my eye. I don't know how Chuck does it, but if you write question before, I bet you anybody in here is going to stop. I don't have the chat in StreamYard. I do have it on my phone, so I can see, but I didn't see that.
Yeah,
You can't talk.
that's why it
what
looks
you get
like
for
I'm
thinking.
looking away from the camera all the time because I'm looking at my big screen so I can read what everybody else is saying.
Here, Kelly
missed-
says,
I missed
Kelly
I'm
said,
just holding on my phone.
this is the perfect. Kelly, I really like you. Don't like any of you. I like that response.
Zanderman said, "Who assumed they were his friends?"
Yeah, who assumed that? That's good, Zenderman.
You guys are getting paid too, right?
Oh yeah,
Chuck
yeah.
is-
You guys getting paid to be here, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah,
No, you're the only
absolutely,
one.
man. Yep.
Anybody in Thailand doesn't get paid. Chuck only pays the people from
Not doing
out
my
of the country.
reputation well. I didn't know I had
What's
one.
What's Mitch gonna do today?
I'm going to the Fun and Sun Sports Bar and Restaurant for fish and chips at noon. I'm meeting Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad, I think Mark, and a couple other people. Chocolate Man, you're invited. And then after that, we're going to go to the Wombat and have some refreshments and probably have some.
So I guess I'm not. I guess I'm not invited. Then is that what I'm reading into
No,
this?
you're
Okay.
invited, but I don't know if you have to.
I could be there. I could be there in 6 hours, just like that. I'll jump
Okay.
on the bike.
Hey, we'll still be. I'll still be there 6 hours from now.
No, that's bad.
I'm trying to read all these. You actually got some pretty funny subscribers. I
Well,
like
that was
them.
a little
I like their
weird.
style.
Well, I'm a smart ass, so that's usually what I attract, right?
I like. Yeah, that's most fun. Me anyway. It makes things more exciting. There's Nikki Dunn. Hey, Nikki.
I think I've weeded out most of my sensitive viewers. Every now and then one will pop on. Oh my god, I can't believe
Hi,
I
Fa.
said that.
Hey, Bobby. I thought you were going to the gym.
Well, this is cool. I just wanted to do a little quick. I don't want to stay on more than an hour. I want to drop it off. So
Hey, you don't know
So
how
you
to
want to
show
talk
time
to your
anyway.
subscribers then for the last 15 or for the last 5 minutes? You want to just
all I
talk
wanted to
them?
do is tell them at the beginning what our future plans were, which I always do. And I'm assuming maybe we're going to do something up north. I got to get with you guys and see if you want to do something. You mentioned James had mentioned Chiang Rai area, so we'll.
Yeah, let me know too, because the oldest daughter's doing a. Why I had to change the dates on the Ko Chang trip was the oldest daughter in college now, still with her traditional Thai dance. She has on the 20th or whatever it was. She's going to be in Chiang Mai doing a show or whatever she does, which is actually cool. I kind of like it. Of course, I'm kind of partial to her.
Well, we're going to have to probably wait till after Songkran, I think, because you don't want to travel around during that time. So we'll see.
Yeah, you're going back to the States too, right?
I'm not 100% sure. It just depends on what the restrictions are at that moment. So, I mean, as of now, I think so.
So, Daz, what he needs you to do is go by, get his mom, get her on a plane, and bring her to Thailand.
Bring her to Thailand.
And he can party in Thailand until she gets here. That'll work. I'm looking forward to meeting you. I'll get off the channel deal here, but hopefully when you come, I'm sure that Chuck's gonna let me know. We'll all get together and definitely.
All right, we'll hook up somewhere.
Yeah, you bet.
Have a couple cold ones.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right,
Well, thanks all for coming. Good to see you again, Daz. All right, guys. Y'all have a good day.
All right, see y'all later.
Yeah, good
Bye,
to see you,
everybody in the
Dad.
chat
Yes.
and all the people in the chat.